All right, start recording. All right, guys. Hey, what up, everybody? So this is the new GOAT AutoPilot program software that we have created. I'm just showing the showcase of what we have added for features so that you guys are prepared onto what's coming in the coming few days, especially those who are already subscribed in GOAT Algo with to the certain plans. Those who are subscribed currently will get access to it before it's open to the public. Those who cancel the subscription won't get access to it until we open back it up to the public. So that's just FYI. That's how we're doing the rollout phase again. But we'll open it very shortly. We're gonna fix some bugs out. That's why we have some beta testers rolling out slowly to everybody before we have a fully successful application that works and has no flaws. So let's first log in here. So if you're trying to connect with WAP, so you have to be subscribed to it. You connect with WAP, and our terms of service is already right here, so you don't have to check it. So once you start using the application, you agree to the terms of service. So I connect to WAP here immediately. You can connect with Discord. If you have your Discord linked to your WAP, you can immediately link to it. So I hit the Discord logo. So go to my Discord here, authorize, boom, should let me in. Then hit approve, and it should let me in the app here, unless, oops, I misclicked. Approve. There we go. And it lets me in. So this is the dashboard for the new GOAT AutoPilot. So I know it's way different, but it makes it even better what we have. It's an enterprise level application, which makes it very, very unique. So here on the dashboard, I'll go over total licenses. What basically is how many subscriptions you have that you have had in the past or currently. Active license is what you have currently now. So right now I have the Gap Core, which is like two strategies that can run right now, right? So as you can see, strategy usage is 2 out of 2 right now because I already have it set up because I was messing with it. And then you have expired license, which ones have been expired for you. And then you have signals today, how many signals execute today from your automation strategies. And then success rate, how many of them were successful in executing trades between in your brokerage. So it gives a feedback to the GOAT AutoPilot software. Hey, we have one trade that didn't execute. If that happens, then a notification will ding up here. So you have like a notification center, so you can see what the issue was, and then you can fix it immediately if your strategy wasn't on. So you have to turn it on. It will tell you turn it on, so you can turn it on. Or if there's any other errors or bugs, you can immediately send that screenshot to us, and we can help fix that for you, which makes everything a lot simpler instead of us having to try to recreate the environment of how it happened, which is really cool. So scrolling down more here, as you can see the average speed of the trade. So it based on the 63 executions. Execution modes, there's ultra fast and regular. Ultra fast basically executes on market order, making it very fast execution times, and regular is just slow execution time, but it checks the limit orders, the order types, and stuff like that. And you have the number of trades you happen. License management, now you can officially manage your license with inside GOAT AutoPilot. So let's say, for example, I want to subscribe to GOAT, like the bundle again, right? Subscribe. You can subscribe within the GOAT AutoPilot, and you hit agree terms and everything. So you can basically actively subscribe within GOAT AutoPilot without having to leave your the software at all. And then as you can see, we have all the recent trades and strategies and all right here. How fast is the speed, order type, what mode is this on, the action, strategy as well. So it's really nice. Next up, we have strategies here. This is where you add your strategies and all sorts like that. So it's really cool. I'm going to showcase how to create and add a strategy. So let me delete these. So let me delete all these right here. So I'll show you how to do that in a bit. And then brokers, basically you can add brokers and all that sorts like that. And then you have to make sure you turn them on. So like if you had to add a broker connection, we have all the listed brokers in here. We're going to add Lucid and Tradify. We have secured access to Tradify early. So we're going to have that pre-installed and everything in there. So everybody can immediately start executing on Tradify for ProjectX once they release it. No need to worry of us having to release an update once they do release it, so which is really cool. And we have Tradovate as well. We're working on Tradovate right now. There's a little bugs currently for it, so we're working on that currently. We're gonna fix it and make it run as smooth as possible. But we have all the ProjectX and all that sorts like that, and we're fixing out some bugs for that. And then as you can see, once I hit active, hit launch, it pops up our window and everything for this. Voila. And it'll also hide it for us. So once you hide it, it'll immediately still execute the trade and sorts like that. And I can show you the test version. I can show also that once you hit like add ticker, you have to enter your username and password too, like add a brokerage. It'll save it and it's encrypted because it's an enterprise level security application. So we save it, protect it, and everything like that. So it lives on your local desktop, nowhere else. Nobody has access to it. It's not on the cloud or anything like that. So which makes it really unique. So you can either show it or you can hide it here so it disappears. So you don't even see the ProjectX anywhere. But let's set up the strategy here, right? I'm gonna add a strategy. Let's do a test here. Test. Let's do test 1, 2, 3. Boom. Select the broker. I'm gonna do tops up X here. Let's show the broker for now, right? So I can show the test as well. So I already fetched all the accounts here. So I'm gonna do a practice here. Let's do MNQ. Just fetch all the contracts as well. There we go. It fetched all the contracts there. So let's go MNQU, ultra fast, set it to ultra fast here, then hit create strategies. Boom. So now you have the strategy created. So now we turn it on. Bam, it's turned on. You can view the trading JSON and the webhook URL as you can see. So this is your unique webhook URL. This is your alert message JSON right here. So you paste it, you know, how you set up GOAT AutoPilot before. Same thing. And now, another cool thing, right? You do not need to set the number of quantity contracts inside within GOAT AutoPilot. Instead, you do it within TradingView. So like, let's say for example, right? Let me do this. Load automation copy. So let's say for rapid fire, for example, right? What people are using. You go in here, go and click on rapid fire, go to properties. You can change the quantity within here. And basically, whatever that quantity is set to, it'll execute within your ProjectX that quantity of contracts. So you don't even need to mess with anything else within GOAT AutoPilot. You just copy the JSON, immediately set and install, create the alert, boom, execution immediately. No, nothing else. So less of a headache for everybody, a lot easier for simplicity sake. And once you have that already set up, let's say you want to do a test signal. So I hit buy. As you can see, immediately execute for me, and hit a sell, immediately execute for me, hit a buy again, sell. Now, if I go to the dashboard here, boom, you can see the execution speed. So the first execution is going to be slow at first, but after a while, it starts executing very, very fast. So like 251, 4 milliseconds, 4 milliseconds, 3 milliseconds. Even at 251 milliseconds, it was really fast. As you can see, the execution was flawless before I even lift the mouse off of that. So it's really neat. So now let's take a test here, right? So it's showing the window right now. If I hide the window and I hit test here, so I hit a buy signal, boom, it sent the signal, tested, show, see, it executed the order. Even though it's not even anywhere on my window or anything, so it cleans up your window space, making it a lot cleaner. So let's do a sell now. So let's see the sell. Boom. Sent a sell right here. Let's show this. Boom. It sold, which is amazing. So less window clutter, less use of RAM and stuff like that, your CPU. So you're constantly running only just this software in here, and then these are hidden. So it makes it less of a clutter on your web. Alrighty, let me show this. Let me close this out. All right, we already showed you how that works. Now we have added something new with inside GOAT AutoPilot, which is Martket Intel. So we have a built-in economic calendar. So let's say you're curious about what's going to happen this coming week for economic data. Like tomorrow we have CPI, for example. So you can set up your strategy to be like, hey, I should just pause this. I shouldn't turn this on. I could turn it off from here or something like that for rapid fire. Or you set up inside rapid fire itself. To not take trades at a specific time. As you can see, you can do it in the trading window to not take a trade at a specific time because you have news coming out or something like that. So, which makes this really, really unique in a way because now you can stay ahead of the curve of what's to come in the coming week or day as well. Another cool thing we added was market news. We have the index market right here. We have stock market news. We have futures market news. We have crypto market news as well. All within inside the GOAT AutoPilot software. So if you're curious to find out what the news is and stuff like that, what's the top headline, you can find out right here. Another cool thing we're going to be adding as well is live news. Where that's on our roadmap. We're about to get access to a Bloomberg terminal, so we're going to try to implement a Bloomberg terminal news section within inside of here. So, which is going to be really amazing, and you get live data news within Go Autopilot, and you can set alerts for them as well if you want to. And then the next we have up is market sentiment. So you can see what's the market sentiment for, let's see, NQ. So right now it's a strong buy, like a buy right now for technical analysis. Oscillators are neutral. Moving average is a strong buy. ES, as you can see, same thing. You can see that. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty neat. So you got to stay, get some info about the markets, see how you want to set up your strategies and automate that in a specific way if you want to. Logs here is where we keep track of where you can keep track of your logs if you're actually receiving the signals from TradingView over to Go Autopilot. That means that this is actually receiving the signal from TradingView into Go Autopilot, which is really good. Settings here, which is the cool part right here. So this is your API environment. So this is a production server. So basically, this since you're living in an environment where this application came from AWS, so this is a production software that's basically being distributed mass deployment everywhere, so not local. So that's just FYI. So that means we're basically doing gatekeeping to allow people who actually have the subscription to access the software. So that's basically it. You can change the interface preference as well, shooting star animation. So if you guys see in the background, there's a shooting star coming around across the application. You can turn that off. As you can see, it just happened just a minute ago. You can reduce the motion too. So basically, it reduces like the motions of these. So basically, but if you have it on, see, it just make it smooth. If you click on it, edit, it makes it a lot more smoother. So yeah, you can have that on or off. This is your client ID. This is for your Go client. This is your webhook tunnel. So the cool thing about this is that you don't have to do no more ngrok, no more setting up webhook tunnels or anything like that. We do it for you automatically. Immediately once you log into the Go Autopilot software, it already propagates all of your configs and everything for your webhook tunnels. So you can just immediately just go into connect your broker and your strategies and use the webhook immediately because it's specific to you. So you don't need to worry about that, which is really cool. Signal test, we're going to be getting rid of this. This is only for beta testing right now, so we can see if the execution is working across and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is the application right here. This is Go Autopilot. If you guys have any questions, feel free to what's it called? Feel free to send it in chat, and I'll happy to answer them.
Everybody understand what's going on? If not, you guys could ask questions now.
Yep.
Or forever hold your peace.
Mm-hmm.
It's very straightforward. Very straightforward application.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to use. I even used it myself yesterday. Executions are flawless. So definitely when it comes out officially, you guys will definitely love this one.
Mm-hmm.
Much more faster than I've seen it on Trader Post versus Go on the execution. So
Yeah,
it's very accurate.
Last night we witnessed what's it called? Rapid fire execute a trade live right in front of us. We're like, oh
Yeah, it was mad fast. Mad fast.
Yep.
And the slippage is like what, like $5-10 max.
Yeah.
That's from what I've seen. There's like literally $5-10 slippage, which would be the same. Yo, Andy, I don't know if I told you so. Yesterday night, remember that trade when it sold for the $35?
Yep.
And then it dropped all the way down. So my cousin had a limit order,
Mm-hmm.
and he called me. And he's like, "Yo, it didn't sell." And I'm like, "That's the problem. You gotta stop having a limit to market order."
Yep.
And then
Post, right?
So with Go, you don't have to worry about that at all. So it's just straight to the point.
Yep. Correct. Yeah. Correct. All right. Any other questions?
If you guys have any other questions, if not, I'm assuming everybody understands.
When are you planning about doing webhook URL doing like web based?
Web based. So like a web based application.
Yeah, like if you want to run Top Step API.
Oh, so we're planning to do that. That's a rollout in the future thing, right? So we can either run either web based or you can run either API with inside Go Autopilot software. So we're gonna make that as a feature down the road for web based and a mobile app.
Oh,
Right now we're just gonna do Go Autopilot software for now for API and all that stuff. So
Okay.
basically, we're gonna have right now we're doing the 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 browser opening for now, and then we're gonna add the API access for basically execution for TopStepX or any basic environment, project environment that allows API access for automation. So we can allow that, and you guys just manage and set it up with your API key. So you don't even have to have the window open at all, like the ProjectX window open at all. So it just execute immediately from TradingView, Go Autopilot to the ProjectX API, straight to there. So you don't even have to worry about that. So that's gonna be within Go Autopilot. And then down the
Do
road,
you
huh?
do you think in the future you would be able to add something to where if there's any news picked up by the in the Market Intel category, if there's any red folder news to not to like shut down the all the strategies or something?
Yeah. So I think it'll work best with API, for example, because API can identify if you're in a trade or not. So those who use API will be able. Oh, did he leave? Oh no. Those who use API will be able to have that benefit of the doubt with Market Intel once we have that news implemented inside Market Intel, live news, and the economic data and stuff. So that will make it more beneficial to API users than for those who are using the web browser, for example.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yep. And another thing we're also fixing up is how I'm trying to remember here how execution is gonna work. So, for example, you're only longs only, right? So you know how in Trader Post when you do longs only and then do short and it hits a short for your signal to basically sell short. We're gonna add something within there
Yeah.
that basically when it like you miss an entry and it sends a exit signal, it won't enter the exit signal at all within the software. So it's gonna be like API almost,
Yeah,
but
that's
for the
really good.
browser.
That's really good.
So it protects people's account in case they miss an entry. So like I think that's another loophole. I just thought of it just now for people who are with inside Go Autopilot using the browser instead of API to protect their accounts. Yep, it's for news. So like if let's say rapid fire enters the trade, for example, with inside the news time frame, but Go Autopilot shut the trade down because it's news time, so no signals can come in during that time for news. But then after the news goes away, the exit signal comes in after the news time window, and it comes in, and it's we're gonna make sure that hey, this is sentiment of a flat, so it means this is an exit signal, so we can't take this trade, so it won't execute the trade at all, or it will just hit a certain button with inside the
Can
web
I
browser.
can I have a can I have a way to exit you before news?
Yeah, you
And
it'll
that's
automatically flatten you, like it'll automatically flatten you,
okay.
like
And
if
that yeah, and that would be something that users can toggle. For example, if you want to risk the fact that it might exit you on a negative, but it might protect your account from
yep.
even going more negative.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct. So like we'll have like an intelligence news filter or something like that for your automation. So we're going to create something like that. We have a lot of things in plan for the roadmap ahead. So there's a lot of big things we're going to implement and stuff like that to protect people's accounts, everything like that. So we're going to make this the enterprise level application that it should be for automation, so that people can protect their accounts, be ahead of the curve for news, economic data, especially if you're a novice and stuff like that, and you don't know much about like economic data, how it affect you. You can turn that on to save your accounts just in case. Yeah.
That's really really fucking nice, bro.
So yeah.
yeah, no, that's definitely dope for sure.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions or any thing you guys want to ask?
I got a question, Andy.
Yeah. What's up?
Um, so when I started, we had to have the computer on the whole time, right?
Yes.
What is happening now? I joined late. Sorry, I was at work.
So what's happening now? So right now I'm only giving access to beta testers right now. You get access to it so you can test it out, see how it goes. I'm gonna give you access to
Yeah.
it since you're one of the beta testers. So I'm gonna give you access to that so you can test it out. Um, Basically, I went over. I have a video. I'll release a video so you can watch it, how it goes and everything. How I
Okay.
showcase the
Okay.
whole app already. So I know showcase how it works. how to set it up and everything like that. It's a lot more simpler than what the previous version was, and a lot better and a lot faster.
So the PC had to stay on the whole time as
Yes,
well.
the PC has to stay on the whole time. We also partnered with a VPS server, where if you don't want your PC on, you can pay a VPS for like only $25 or something like that, and
I think it's $30. 30
30
bucks a
bucks. Oh,
month.
30 bucks a month.
Yeah.
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 Is there an account limit per strategy? Yes, there is. What do you mean, like?
With that one with the strategy
Yeah.
and how
So
many brokers you have.
so basically, you can select how many strategies you want in here. So let's say I want to run rapid fire and I want to run scalper, right? For example, two different strategies here. So I run scalper, scalp. I'll just do this, scalp, do that, and then select broker, tops up X. There we go. Launch this. I'll launch this again. Grab some names. There we go. Do that. MNQ here. Bam. Create strategy. So now I have scalp, and I have the test, which is what's it called, for rapid. So let's say you want to execute one on a different account, for example. Bam, set it to here. Boom, and hit update strategy. So now you have one executing on a different account. This is rapid for a different account. This is scalper on another account. So you can execute two different strategy. So yeah, you want to, if you're trying to copy trade from one strategy to all the other accounts, do copy trade with inside ProjectX. It's a lot better. We're not going to do that. We're not going to facilitate that because it might have a lag issue executing across. I believe API would be a lot better for this situation case scenario, but web browser version wouldn't be. So it's better to copy trade the leader into the other accounts. Yeah, if you're using only one strategy. But if you're using two different strategies, for example, you want to execute on one another account and another, then you're using up your strategies bank that you have. What if we close up, it still works fine? So for if you're on a MacBook Air, for example, you need to make sure that your PC doesn't shut off. Your MacBook Air doesn't shut off. You can go to screensaver mode on your MacBook Air and it'll still execute over. Just make sure it doesn't go to sleep. That's the only thing. That's a benefit about MacBooks, that you can make it go screensaver mode, basically, so it goes in low power mode. But make sure that it doesn't go into sleep mode, and it will still execute while being on. Is there more strategy coming in the near future? What do you mean, like trading strategies, like TradingView strategies? Yes, there will be. Currently, right now, we're focusing on making the automation software and creating other projects as well at this moment. Any other questions? What more do you... Yes, sir. It is very clean. Thank you. Thank you. We're still
I
in
see
beta.
that. I know, bro. It's really, really nice, dude. Love it. But I do. So one of the biggest, and I love my members. I love the community. But one of the things that for the last probably like 2 weeks, I've been constantly like having to set people up with is trading on NQ, or alerting on NQ, but trading on MNQ.
So,
Um,
so what you can do, so on our when we're setting up, right, you can just set the contract M and Q with inside the strategy manager in here, and then just set the alert. Let's say you're using NQ chart, right, for example. So I'm using NQ chart on right here, for example, for rapid, as you can see. So all I have to do is I'm using NQ chart, but I'm executing on MNQ. So you just set the contract right here, set the contract name to MNQ, basically, within here. So you don't need to set the contract with inside the TradingView at all. So you
yeah,
just set the
yeah.
chart.
Hear that? I better copy up.
Yep. So you set like to MNQ, right? I'm setting to MNQ here. There we go. Update strategy. Scroll down, view TradingView JSON. And I copy this JSON. And then the best thing to do, best practice, is to use an NQ chart, because the reason why, it has more volume, more better bid and ask price spreads. So you rather be using an NQ chart, any mini chart basically. That's what you want to do. And you hit create alert, set it to the rapid fire, boom, and then paste your message in there. Control V. So you paste your message in there and then paste your webhook URL in there. Bam. All set up perfectly fine. No issues or anything like that. So now every time it receives an alert in here inside Go AutoPilot, so like from TradingView to Go AutoPilot, it will automatically execute on a micro contract.
Good
which
on
is
you, man.
amazing.
And let me tell you, by the way, he saw a red flag. Something
So-
she did,
Oh.
or something got. He
I'm gonna mute him for a second.
Sorry, that was my limit.
No worries. So what you can do, basically, it goes TradingView, Go AutoPilot, and then execute from Go AutoPilot to your ProjectX to MNQ. So your micro. So from mini chart to Go AutoPilot to micro execution. Yeah. Hope that answered your question. Was that helpful explanation? Or
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. That's gonna help a lot because it's gonna make it so that people can jump into the best trades possible because of the NQ chart,
Yep.
but then also having to translate it to M and Q for people that don't like 50K accounts, etc.
Yep.
They want to run low contracts.
Yep.
Having it right there on the Go Autopilot software,
Mhm.
it's so much more convenient because then you don't have to mess with the JSON.
Yep.
You just have one JSON in there,
Mhm.
and then modify everything on the Go Autopilot side, which is a lot better in my end.
Yep. So basically, the only thing you have to modify is your on the Go Autopilot side and within the indicator. That's it. That's all you have to do. Nothing else too crazy. If you want to, so the only thing you have to modify on the TradingView side is how many contracts you're trying to execute on, um, and then it's creating the alert. And then in the Go Autopilot, all you have to do is make sure that you're executing the specific contract you want to execute that's based on your risk size for that account size. Bam. And then you're all set up. Nothing else. You're gonna release a tutorial on this application that explains everything. Yes, we're gonna release a video on this showcasing everything.
Shit, then I'll
And then
just copy everything.
And then I'm also I'm going to making a video playlist. So I'm gonna do a step by step playlist, basically how to log in, um, explaining everything within showcasing the autopilot as the second video. Third video is how basically the webhook is already set up and how to connect your broker, how to start a strategy, then how to set up a strategy from TradingView over to Go Autopilot, and then how to test the signal and all that sort. So I'm making a step-by-step playlist video. Yeah. All right. So we don't
Somebody
have,
was saying
Yep.
next week if they're gonna get access to it, and somebody said what day exactly.
So we don't have a specific day yet. I'm just making sure. So it depends on what's happening in this beta. For example, right now, that the people who have the early beta access right now, when they don't see any more bugs that it's affecting their brokerage, then I'm going to release it to the people who are currently subscribed, which comes in on this Wednesday, right? So if it gets pushed back slightly, right, for example, gets pushed back slightly, that date pushes back for the open access of the launch to new subscribers as well. In sorts. So yeah. How to download the software? You can download within WAP. So basically, once we let me go into WAP right here. Let me go here. Profile. I'll go. So for example, right, your what type of bugs? Right now, we found a bug where certain people can't execute trades. Basically, that's one of the bugs that are happening right now, where people like, for example, AK currently can't automate to basically alpha ticks for some reason because the drop down menu is not identifying. So we're gonna fix that bug. And then some people who create their first brokerage connection, they can't find the drop down menu for execution the trade for when testing out. So we're fixing that bug right now. It's just a simple bug, but I think after we fix that bug, it should be flawless. Nothing else. Yep. Very true, matey. Yep. So here we go. So basically, if you're, I'm gonna preview this as a GOAT Autopilot core. So majority of people from GoSty will have GOAT Autopilot core. Oh shit. So I'm previewing this as a Gap core right now. So basically you have access to the Discord here, so you can claim access. So we can immediately, if you go into our Discord, you can immediately open a support ticket, message in Discord for any help. People will help you how to set up as well, or text me in this Discord as well at me, and I'll help you out. We do free one-on-one support, basically setup. So I'll do a one-on-one phone call with you or a Discord call where you stream your screen. I help set this up for you, help you hand by hand how to do it and everything. And then from there, you can immediately from what when you have access to the subscription, you can download it from here. So you can click it, download it, and it'll basically allow you to download the software. So yeah, simple. So you don't need to do anything else. You can just hit download from here within GOAT AutoPilot, within there, and you'll be done. So it's a lot more simple for downloading as well, and a lot more better. System requirements. So we're able to run it on Linux, run it on Mac OS M chip and Intel chip. So if I hit down to M chip, Intel chip, you can run also on Linux, Deb package or Snap package, and you can run on Windows. So we're allowing to run on multiple platforms. We're having a multi-platform ability to people use. Yeah, you can't download right now. Unlimited. Nobody has access to this. Unlimited. Nobody has access to this right now. Yeah. Yeah. Bro tried to download. He's like, yo, I'm trying to get access to this right now. Yeah. Yeah, nobody has access to it right now until we do a rollout phase correctly.
We gotta make sure the bugs and everything are fixed before releasing to them.
The number of licenses corresponds to the number of strategies. Yeah. So it corresponds to the number of strategies you can run simultaneously. All right.
All I gotta say is the rapid fire shit is printing.
Yeah.
It's printing.
Let me pull up the chart here. I have it right here. Yep. Rapid fire is about to exit a trade soon, so it's pretty nice. Alrighty, guys. All right, we're almost there. Home stretch, and you guys, I hope you guys are hyped for this. I'm hyped for to give you guys this new software, this new platform. That's amazing. We've been working so hard on this, and I'm happy to give you guys the opportunity to try this out very soon. Yes, sir.
That's it.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited for the launch.